strive every year to try and make it a beneficial, real experience for the students. We want them to be able to look at real evidence and be able to analyze that and hopefully get them interested in math and science.
What was really fun, we had 10 stations that we each rotated around and all kind of had a specialized person who explained to us which aspects of the crime scene we would analyze and kind of how in-depth we would find, whether or not this alleged person, Bob, was guilty.
I just want to tell you a little bit about this in the most simple fashion. I focused on shoe print analysis for the criminalistic section. For their assignment, they had to compare the known prints, again, the shoes taken from the closet of the suspect, with the question prints that were found at the scene of the crime.
Well, my specialty is actually kind of difficult because you're trying to expose young people to a graphic thing, an autopsy. And so you have to balance sensibility with education. What we did is go through some case scenarios and show them some general patterns and diagrams about how bodies decompose, and talked really more about an overview of things, and then got into specific questions with organs in our cases.
There's a lot more in-depth than I thought, and there's a lot more background information that has to be taken into account when you're doing a crime scene investigation, and it's not as simple as it looks on TV.
We talk about, in this particular case, doing dental identifications. In this particular case, we have somebody that's been found, and they have to be identified. And the role of a forensic dentist or odontologist would be to identify that individual using their dental information.
On TV, it just seems so clear cut, but here, you see that there's a whole bunch of different fields and types of exercises and activities to actually solve the things. It's not just DNA, it's done.
What I'm doing is representing the jurisprudence section to talk with the students about, once we have all these forensic sciences presented in a case, a criminal case for example, what do we do with that information? How do we evaluate its strength or weakness if you are a prosecutor or a defense attorney?
This is an amazing program because really what we get to do is encourage and influence high school kids to move on to the sciences. In this particular room, it was amazing to me how many girls were in the room. It's predominantly women in here. And it's great to see women especially that are moving into the sciences and to encourage kids to move on and get to enjoy going into forensics and to teach them a little bit about what it is that we do.
I really like the mystery and kind of the suspense and figuring out, putting it together piece by piece, kind of like a puzzle. It's very interesting.
I would love to come back and do it again.